The World Food Programme, in collaboration with the World Bank and the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, has presented findings from an evaluation of the Gambia's homegrown school feeding program. The report highlights notable progress in addressing food insecurity and improvement education outcome. As Mariama Dem reports, the results were shared during a validation workshop held at the conference center in Bijilo.
The homegrown school feeding program, launched in 2012, has been instrumental in providing daily nutritious meals to over 150,000 school children across the country. Its dual aim is to enhance children's health and education while supporting local farmers and the wider community. The evaluation, conducted jointly by the World Food Programme and the World Bank, examined data from January to October 2023, focusing on the program's impact in the North Bank and Upper River regions. The findings revealed that significant improvements in dietary diversity, food security, and mental well-being, particularly among girls. Speaking at the validation workshop held on Tuesday, November 19, 2024 at the OIC Conference Center in Bijilo, the WFP country representative Miranda Sandy emphasized the program's role in enhancing children's learning outcomes and supporting sustainable local development. She called for the findings to guide future school feeding initiatives.
The evaluation findings gives us evidence on the program impact and guide us on how to refine our approach to make an even greater difference in the lives of the children. We are particularly encouraged by some evaluation findings showing that school meals reduce dropout and increase children's school attendance. They also directly contribute to enhancing food security and dietary diversity. They contribute to decreasing stress and depression and improve mental well-being.
The program has been acknowledged globally as a vital social safety net, promoting access to education for vulnerable populations. The United Nations Resident Coordinator, Carl Frederick Poole, underscored its alignment with the UN Sustainable Development Goals, particularly the goal of achieving zero hunger and universal education by 2030.
This workshop today is an opportunity for us to reflect in these findings and engage in constructive dialogue. At the United Nations, we recognize the critical importance of education, nutrition, and sustainable agriculture in achieving the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, particularly the Sustainable Development Goal number 2, zero hunger, and goal number 4, access to quality education for everyone at all times. The evidence generated through initiatives like the Homegrown School Feeding Program is vital in helping the government and other stakeholders to tailor sustainable intervention that work for the Gambia most vulnerable people and for its communities of children.
Honorable Bakari Waipaji, Minister of Youth and Sports, reaffirmed the government's commitment to the homegrown school feeding program, adding that an annual budget exceeding over $100 million has been allocated for the program.
Government created a budget line for the school feeding program amounting to $162.5 million. This demonstrates the government's commitment to ensuring that children are well fed, as well as provided with the environment necessary for conducive learning. It is also important to note that the United States government, through the McGovern Dole Food for Education Program, locally called NDOC project, coordinated by the CRS, have also committed $28.7 million into the feeding program. It is therefore worthwhile to note that the country has steadily improved the net school enrollment and completion rate over the past 2 decades and has achieved gender parity to that effect.
Despite these successes, challenges remained, as noted by the WF Deputy Country Director, Malik Njai.
It is a successful program, but we are facing some challenge. And the first one is the logistic. Efficient distribution remains a challenge. Transportation of food from farmers to the schools. And what we did, we connected farmers with some master farm and some aggregators. And we are even distributing some tricycles to smallholder farmers so that they can supply they can aggregate at the massive farm and aggregator level. And the market volatility is another problem. As you know, Gambia is really exposed to price inflation, which is one of the highest in the region. And the fluctuation really impact our supply chain sometimes. The production capacity remains a challenge as well. We are still facing some farmers not being able to supply.
The validation workshop is expected to refine and expand the Gambia's homegrown school feeding program, ensuring it continues to benefit children and communities nationwide. Mariama Dem, reporting for Star TV News.